Once again, a very warm welcome to the last morning call of 2019. I am Nyasha Kemutizo. Now we kick off the show in Algeria, where the Algerian army faced a plot in 2019 aimed at destroying the country, according to the military chief. The army chief of staff, Saïd Chengriha, said this in his first speech since taking office after the passing on of powerful Lieutenant General Gaid Salah. Chengriha said that the plot was aimed at striking at the stability of Algeria, undermining the pillars of the state and pushing it into a quagmire of chaos and violence. The military leader, however, did not elaborate on the nature of the plot or the parties behind it. Ruth.
This conspiracy would have dragged the country into a mess of chaos and violence, according to the general. Let's talk more about this with our correspondent, Tarik Hafid. Tarik Hafid, hello. In his speech, the acting chief of staff spoke of a dangerous conspiracy foiled by the Algerian army.
Bonjour. General Saïd
Chengriha gave no details of the conspiracy, keeping it mysterious. But for his predecessor, General Ahmed Gaid Salah, who suddenly died last week, the conspiracy generally refers to is the meeting on 27th March between Saïd Bouteflika, the brother to the former president, and the former head of the Algerian Intelligence Services, General Taufik. Saïd and Taufik were sentenced to 15 years in prison by the Blida military court for undermining the authority of the army and conspiracy against the authority of the state. Louisa Hanoun, the Secretary General of the Workers' Party, who is accused of also having participated in the meeting, was also sentenced to the same. Saïd Chengriha, during his first speech, seemed to be giving a brief of the main events of the year. This conspiracy was the beginning of a long process that forced the army to intervene directly in the political field.
Now, Tarik, this speech was made in front of the highest-ranking army commanders. What does this meeting say about the army's position in relation to the new president, Abdelmajid Tebboune?
It
was indeed a very important meeting held at the headquarters of the Ministry of Defense in the presence of senior army officials, including the Secretary General of the DND and the force commanders. However, the commanders of the 6 military regions which play a key role in the Algerian army did not attend. This could demonstrate that this meeting was more protocol and aimed more at marking the end of the year that was very busy for the military institution. In regards to the confirmation of the General Chengriha as Chief of Staff, this decision is up to the President of the Republic. In fact, the real question is whether the future Chief of Staff, be it Chengriha or another general, will also have the status of the Deputy Minister of Defense in the future government, as was previously the case of General Ahmed Gaid Salah. Following the death of General Ahmed Gaid Salah, how did the army react to the protest movement? The army had no apparent reaction. In fact, in recent months, the army officially reacted through the speeches of General Ahmed Gaid Salah. He is the one who gave the information every week, who directly influenced the acting head of state, Abdelkader Ben Salah, and who announced the measures against the citizens' protest. These included a ban on carrying the Amazigh banner, entry restrictions imposed at the entrance to the capital, and the decision to convene the electorate on 15th September. It is still too early to say whether these methods will be maintained or whether the army will remain in retreat, leaving President Tebboune alone to face the citizen protest. Thank you, Tarik, who will bring you more information as the events unfold. Thank you very much.
Belle année à vous, belle année 2020. C'était notre correspondante
Tarik Hafid, our correspondent from Algiers.